What is up guys, welcome back to another Cafe Racer build video. Today, so what we're going to be doing today, there's a few little jobs I'd like to get done. They're not on the list, but they are jobs we need to do nonetheless. Hand controls. These are another set of hand controls, both for both sides of the handlebars, because the ones I bought, the wiring was a bit too thin and weedy and I needed a kill switch, and rather than buying a cheap nasty little one that just clips onto the bars, I thought let's do things properly and actually get everything that we need in two sets of hand controls. There is a few little odd buttons here and there that we won't be using, but it just keeps everything nice and tidy, and the wiring should be a lot simpler to go through. I also got a little set of these connectors. They are the type that are waterproof, and they have got lots of different sizes. It's just a multi-box, so this should be enough for the whole loom, so make it a nice plug and play system, making it a lot simpler, smoother, and easier to disconnect the things I want to. It's just a nice little touch, I guess, for me. We'll be messing with them in another video. But these, on the other hand, we can actually fit these now today. Get rid of the ones that are already on the bike now, put these on and try and get everything to fit up, because there's a few little obstacles in the way. I've got my GoPro mount that needs to come off. This maybe need to be lowered down a little bit, the thumb brake, because it might catch where they sit. As you can see, this side, this is what we've got, and yes, this should be on the other handlebar, but it's got to come off. So we've got the new hand controls on. It's much better than it was before. Actually, things are actually in the place they're supposed to be. I did actually have a bit of a rethink when I was after filming. I forgot to put the clutch cable on, but I've gone for the clutch cable, then my GoPro mount, which I will probably talk about in a later video, but that's what that is. Control, and then I need to actually stick the grip on. So we've got to this point, we might as well stick the new grips on. I've not put them on yet. I've had these for quite a while now, but it's a very simple case of just greasing them up and slipping them on. They might have to come off again, but I don't think they will at the same time. I'm just going to get them on anyway, because it makes me feel one step closer to actually having the bike complete. So simple little thing, let's get these on. So now we've got those handlebars sorted out. They look so meaty. Oh yes. So now we've got them sorted, we need to do some more fabrication work. What I actually need to do is fill in this gap here. When the seat's on, it is just a waste of space, and the idea with filling this gap in is it creates another layer of splash guard, so none of the electrics will get wet, nothing will get, the back of the seat won't get wet. I can actually get some brackets fitted to the underside to bring the number plate out under the tail light. Back with the sheet metal, let's get something cut out, tacked in place, and get that finished. quite a bit of cutting and grinding, we've managed to get this piece to fit properly and nice and snug. There is some big gaps down the side, but I don't think that's going to be an issue with the welder. It doesn't have to be pretty because we can always grind them back and they're going to be hidden within anyway. So it is just a case of getting the welder out and getting this tacked in place. I'm not going to do the full weld today because I want to do it when the bike is stripped down and I can flip the frame upside down and do it all the outside. We can keep it in position, know where all the nuts and bolts need to be for the mounting brackets on the other side, and yeah, just kind of make progress. So let's get welding. So I've had my first little blunder. Let's just take this off. I've had my first little blunder. I've blown a hole through this thin metal here. To be fair, I'm not too fussed. It's gonna be, I'll be able to sort that out, but this isn't going anywhere for now. Yeah, there's some big gaps there, but we'll be able to sort that out. Don't you worry. But yeah, that's in place. I'm quite happy with what we've got done tonight. This is like a big, probably the biggest last fabrication part left to do on the frame. There's some notches I need to like cut out for the wiring and some filling in of holes and stuff like that, but that's nothing really. I'll do that when the frame is all stripped down, which we're going to be doing very soon. The only other little thing I need to do now is sort out this little front hatch here and make something work for that, where the battery compartment is. I'm going to call it a night because it's getting quite late now. It's about 9 o'clock at night, and I've still got to go home and have some food and all that sort of thing. But I'll be coming back tomorrow, and just to see where we can carry on and continue with work on the bike. I'm trying to get as much done as myself possible because you don't learn unless you have a go yourself, and that's what it's all about, having a go yourself. So I'm really pleased with what I've been able to do myself. So yeah, let's see what happens tomorrow. Right, I thought this would be a good time to get on with the Q&A. There's been a few questions asked and I'm going to go through them right now. This question's from a Jax Daniels and he's asking, will we be seeing you and Frank Skinner together in a garage in the next video? Come on, Dad. There we go. There we go, Dad. You stay there. Bryce Lloyd has asked, he's considering setting up his own YouTube channel. For a start, yes, do it. He's said, doesn't it take a lot longer having to move the camera around and get all the shots? Yes, it does. It takes a hell of a long time just to kind of work out where the shots need to be, what the next shot needs to be, where you need to work from, you know, making it all flow and that sort of thing. But to me, that's part of the fun of it. Like, I enjoy making the videos as much as building the bike itself, and there's nothing stopping you. You can do it with a phone. You can, as long as you've got something to balance it and hold it and that sort of thing. What's to stop you? Be creative. Make the video however you want to make it. It's up to you. It's your content. That's the most important thing about it. Question from Wormbumble. Who is that big funky hunky guy occasionally you're seeing in your videos? I think his name is Tom or something. Well, Wormbumble. Yeah. Serious question though. After the 125 is done, what bike do you plan on building next? That is a really good question. For a start, yes, I will be building another bike. I haven't... For me, it's probably going to be down to money. I'd love to build a CX500. They're getting more and more popular and more expensive. To be honest, I'd love just to build a bigger bike in general. The Letterbox Workshop. Question, what shops have you used for parts on your build? Any forums you've used for build advice? Literally, eBay and Amazon. That is it. That is it. I've kind of searched for the things myself. I've bought countless parts that haven't fitted, and then there's parts that I've made fit. It's just kind of been a bit of a gamble really. Like I say, I had the issue with the Aprilia RS125 rear wheel, that didn't fit, that was a gamble. I accidentally bought a CB125 front and rear wheel, but they sent me the Yamaha YZF front and rear wheel. I didn't know they were going to fit, but I managed to make them fit. Again, it's just all been a bit of a playing game. Like, I don't know, if I'm honest. As for forums, I've not been on any forums for asking for any advice. I've kind of just generally searched the internet and tried to figure things out myself. I like the process of learning and figuring things out, even if it means making mistakes. It's all part of the learning process. I hope that answers your question. Chief Rias Tater, you, my friend, you're a good subscriber. I like you. You've asked, would you ever do commission builds in the future? Would you build project cars as well? Maybe drift missile or something? I have quite a lengthy history with cars, and I have built all sorts of cars. Maybe not drift builds. Last year I had a Nissan PS13 and I absolutely loved that car. It was a bit of a drift missile, but at the same time I didn't drift it. I just loved the look of it and the retro 80s styling. Before that I had Starlets, I had a Glanzer, I've had a Starlet GT, I've built MX-5s, I've had all sorts of car builds. Now I've got the Lotus, I'm still going to be doing things with that. Yes, it's my daily, but it doesn't mean we can't have fun with it. As for the commission builds, not really. I don't feel my work is up to a standard where I could sell it as such. I'm a bit of a shed builder, as you'd call it. I have a go at myself. I kind of make things fit, and it may be not the right way of doing things, but I do them to my own power and my own knowledge. But it's a bit of a hit and miss question, really. I'd love to be able to hone in my skills and actually like learn things properly and doing things properly with the proper tools and all that sort of thing. But for now, it's probably going to be a no. The last question we have is from a Ride R. He's asked, what camera do you use and have you any other projects in mind? First of all, the camera I use, let me just show you. I'm going to use my phone camera to record what I've got. So, this is my current camera. It's nothing fancy, it does the job. Yeah. Now I'm joking. I use a Canon 80D with a Rode video microphone. It's a good little setup. The lenses I use is only an 18 to 55mm kit lens, but it does pretty much all the jobs, all the work I need it to do. I love this camera because it's got a flip out screen so I can see and square up my shots and that sort of thing. Yeah, but the thing is, half the videos I've posted in the past were on an old Canon camera that just about video recorded. I don't know the brand of it. I think it was like a 550D camera, Canon 550D. That didn't have a flip out screen, but a lot of my most popular videos were filmed on that camera because this one actually broke and I had to go and get it repaired. I hope that helps. That is the end of the questions. I hope you're all satisfied. We will do a Q&A again soon in the future, but for now, I'm going to finish the video now because we've got plenty more to do in the next video. We're going to be doing some more fabrication on the rear, making a number plate bracket. We've got to make this tank fit. Yeah, so any questions, leave them down below. I will answer them as happily. So as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I shall see you in the next video. Peace. Hey Dad.